So this message is about what is coming for you within the next week. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is supposed to find you in the exact right time. So even if this is in a few weeks from now, this should be resonating with you or finding you at that exact perfect moment, because that is what I affirm. So let me go ahead and look into it. So now we want to see what the current energy of everything is right now. Okay, Spirit is saying that maybe we feel like there's like a lot of creative blocks going on right now, that there has been like a lack of progress in life, and then maybe that there's just feeling like things aren't really moving forward in the right direction that you want them to. I feel like you have a very intuitive energy. You're very conscious of like the people around you and the things you do and the decisions you make. And it also feels like you do really good with like listening to your inner voice, but still, even though you're really in tune kind of with what's going on around you, it just feels like things aren't moving forward in the direction that you want them to move forward too quickly enough. It feels like there's just like a lack of direction here. I feel like you have this self-discipline to make things happen for yourself, but it just feels like things are paused. Spirit wants you to know that there are new opportunities coming. There will be an opportunity that comes into your wake for you to take a chance. Now, what it looks like with taking a chance, it means that this chance will be leading to advancement. It'll be leading to opportunities that you never even expected to come into fruition. And Spirit says through this, you'll find direction from that. It says this chance will bring in a lot of confidence. It says you'll know what it is when it does come. Spirit is saying that there's always that fear behind chances, because you have spent your whole life being the one that takes care of you. You haven't been able to rely on a lot of people. Like, I feel like you've just been kind of walking through life. I don't want to say alone, but it just feels like with you being the only person that has your back, and that you have other people that rely on you as well. So when it comes to chances, it just feels like that's just not in the cards for you, because you're like, I can't make a bad mistake because, I misstep once and then things just kind of fall apart around me. So Spirit says you're very cautious on what decisions you make and what things that you do. But Spirit says it is okay when you take this chance to be vulnerable. Sometimes we have to take chances and be vulnerable in order to move to the next level. You have to let go of your self-doubt and know that it's okay to make these choices. Spirit says that the people that you surround yourself with are good. I feel like you have a very perceptive vision. I think that you can see people. I don't feel people can come into your life and fool you and pull one over on you. I think maybe that's happened before, but I feel like you've learned so much from your past that nobody's coming into your life and doing that. So you have pretty good eye to deduce who's good for you and who's not, and whoever comes into your life to bring this opportunity for you is going to be a good person. So I would say to trust your gut, trust your instincts on taking this chance and this opportunity. Spirit says that there will be this place of mental clarity. It says that there is somebody coming into your life who is kind of like an authority figure, and they will have high standards and be morally upright and just like really bring your life on a better path. Spirit says overall, what is developing is that you are finding balance. You're finding balance. Even though we feel like life has been kind of stagnant, there's not a lot of movement, Spirit wants to remind you that you are literally in a phase of finding balance for yourself. You're living within moderation. It's a calm period, but it's a successful period. You're really raising this beautiful life for yourself. And I think sometimes we always just think that we have to be right to the next step without like that middle era. And I think right now you just planted this seed and you're watching your flower grow. You're watching your plants grow, and you're turning into something really amazing, something that can give to others. What if you were a cherry tomato tree and all of a sudden you're growing all these tomatoes and you're able to give to others? Like, that's what you're doing right now. You're in this beautiful phase, and even though it feels like things are stagnant, it's just a beautiful in between where you're growing growing. And I think that you don't count your wins enough. I think you need to count all of the wins that you make so that you realize, hey, I really am making progress. Because look at yourself now compared to a couple months ago. Look where you're at. Like, you're thriving. And it may not feel like it, but think about how you've been handling things emotionally. Think about how you've been dealing with people around you, how you don't let things bother you as much anymore, how you're just really on a better path, like you're trying to make better decisions for yourself. You should be proud of yourself. And I don't think a lot of people in your life are there sitting there and telling you that they're proud of you, but I'm proud of you. This has been a beautiful change and transformation. You are doing wonderful. You have put that effort in to make change in your life. And I really just feel like not a lot of times, like, people don't perceive that or can see that around you, but you're doing so good and you should really be proud of yourself. Okay. You're doing great. Spirit says that you are okay to have carefree, playful moments. You're okay to be yourself. It's okay to be authentic. Spirit says that sometimes being stubborn is your superpower, because you're setting your foot down. And I think what's one person's stubborn is another person's clear boundaries. And I think maybe that's what's going on here. I think that you're setting clear boundaries for yourself. And I think sometimes people see that and they don't necessarily like that. They don't want to see somebody they've been able to get to, really build themselves and turn themselves into this like amazing being. And that's what you're doing. You're getting in touch with your feminine energy. Now, if you're a male, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's like a negative thing. Feminine energy is just like a beautiful healing energy. It's a nurturing healing energy. It's like you focusing on yourself and just like nurturing yourself. And that's good. Nurture yourself with good, delicious food, with clothes that you like to feel within yourself and express yourself. It's okay to be in that feminine energy. It shows that you're healing and you're doing good. Spirit says that you haven't been making really reckless decisions. It says that you are strong of mind. And it says even though we feel like there's kind of a lack of direction, I feel like it's not necessarily creative block. I think it's a period to learn what encourages you. And I really feel like a lot of it is that you're not making impulsive, restless decisions anymore. And I feel like you're really exploring things. There's like an eye-opening season happening. You're getting in this place where things are becoming an eye-opening period for you. Spirit says that you thrive with consistency. So make one aligned action a day towards your goals. I talk to you guys about that all the time. Spirit says have patience with yourself. You're very strong-willed. You're amazing. That is a bonus, okay? That is a bonus. Like, you're cool. You're awesome. You have these amazing boundaries. Like, that, a lot of people don't have that, and I think some people can spend our lives like labeling us and putting us into this box. So it makes us think like some type of way about ourselves, but it's good to have boundaries, okay? It's good to sit there and be like that for yourself. And I think that you are an amazing person. And I don't think that you give yourself enough credit. I see that you are adapting within this new lifestyle. I see that you're going through a period where we're going to get material success. Financially, things are on the rise. You're going to be able to do it, dude. This whole worrying about money or finances or just like worrying about where something's going to come from, Spirit says that deficiency is over. I feel like you looked at things from a new perspective. We see career opportunities coming in, and it doesn't even have to be like with some like a job that you have. It could be like this new idea that you have. I feel like the stability is your best friend. I think when we talked about like you being able to can't relying on anybody, stability is your best friend. So period point blank, stability and security is coming in within your life. I think you're doing a wonderful job. I think you're kind and you're amazing. And I think that you're going to be recovering from financial loss. Spirit says to forgive, and it's okay to not forget. Spirit says there's no missed opportunities coming in here, and overall, you're doing really well. It's going to be better. It's going to be good next week. If you like this kind of content, subscribe for more and follow for more, and let me know if this resonated with you below. And I'm sending all the love, luck, and positive energy, and I want you to know I'm proud of you, and I think you're doing really amazing. And don't listen to anybody, and leap and the net will appear. Have a blessed day.